Hello everyone, Jeff and Derek here with A Taste for Whiskey, and we're partnering with Indiana Liquor Group to talk about, honestly, one of my favorite distilleries.
Well, you got the t-shirt.
That's exactly right.
There's a dead giveaway right there. Right?
We are going to be talking about Bardstown Whiskey Company, actually Bardstown Bourbon Company, and we're going to actually be featuring that at our next tasting event. So stay tuned to the end of this video and we'll give you some more details on that. But we're going to just dive right in and talk to you a little bit about what Bardstown Bourbon Company is, some of the great things that they're doing, and what we're going to be featuring.
And you got a little bit of inside information or inside track, being one of Bardstown Bourbon Company's top whiskey tasters. You were in their competition. You know, you were a top 10 finalist for the entire United States. So you've got a behind the scenes look at everything they do and kind of how they do it and all of the passion and everything they put into this, right?
Well, it was a great experience, and thank you, Derek. And I will tell you this, that, you know, good whiskey is good whiskey, and we love bourbon, we love all whiskey. But one of the things that being a part of that competition was a great experience. But what I did learn is that Bardstown Bourbon Company is the real deal, and they are distilling great product. Not only are they doing great blending, but they are distilling great product.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the first of that is this Fusion Series. The Fusion Series 4, which we're going to be featuring at our tasting event, and that is a blend of 60% of their own distillant that is then blended with 40% of an older bourbon. And the purpose of that is really to kind of create this nice round balance and depth in a great whiskey. Their distillant is excellent. I could almost just drink it right out of the still. It's that good. But, you know, we want to try to keep it, we want to try to balance it out. We want to create a little more round. So they add a 13-year to this. And really, as this distillant continues to mature, very soon we're going to be seeing a Bardstown Bourbon Company that is 100% their distillant.
I'm ready for that. I think anybody that has tried this stuff is ready for that.
Oh, yeah.
And it's coming, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So with this Fusion 4, you know, one of the things that I can tell you right now that's just jumping right out of the glass is vanilla and apples.
And apples, yes.
Oh, and it's just fruity. It's got this really nice fruit flavor.
Well, vanilla apple, 100%.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow. One thing I really like about their bottles is, you know, if you kind of geek out on this stuff a little bit, on the side of them, they tell you exactly what percent of what blend is in here. They tell you exactly the mash bill and the year. And, you know, it's going to be hard to see on camera, but if you come into any of the stores, grab a bottle and look at it. And you're just like, you look through this and it's like, well, what flavor am I getting from this? And what flavor do I get from this? This probably will give me, you know, a little bit of a nutty flavor. And this one might give me a little bit of a fruit flavor. And then you get to try it and see what you get from it. I just love that they put it right on the bottle.
It's the transparency, right?
Absolutely.
That's what makes this so awesome. And the thing that is really cool about Bardstown Bourbon Company is, you know, for the Fusion Series, I call them the masters of distilling and blending. You know, we've got their own, we're blending and we're using their own distillant. So let's go ahead and take a dive into this and see what we get.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, wow. That apple, that vanilla, that fruit really hits the front of the palate.
Mm-hmm. There's some caramel coming out of it now, too.
Like almost an apple, cinnamon, caramel, vanilla. That sounds like a great dessert right there.
I'd try it for sure.
Folks, with their own distillant between, 3 to 4 years blended with a 13-year, this is fantastic.
Yes.
I love Fusion. I've always loved their Fusion series, and it's no different with Fusion 4. This is excellent.
So we're at number 4 for the Fusion, right?
Mm-hmm.
What about the next in line is Discovery?
Yeah, the Discovery series. Again, you know, we want to talk about why the things that they do so great. This I call kind of the art of, they discover older bourbons and then they blend them together. So it's the art and passion of blending older whiskeys, older bourbons to create even a better bourbon. even more depth, even more balance. And so for this particular one, for Discovery 4, you've got a 13-year, you've got a 15-year, and you've got a 10-year that's blended together just to create what I consider just this perfect balance. It's this really nice depth.
And this one is 115 proof. And what was the Fusion is?
94.9.
It's 95 basically.
Yeah, 95.
Which is pretty good. I mean, that 95, that was a really good.
Nice sweet spot, isn't it, Derek?
Yes, it was.
Absolutely.
It was easy to drink, but yet it was high enough proof. You got all kinds of good flavor in that. I really enjoyed that.
Absolutely. And this does not contain any Bardstown Bourbon Company distillant, but what is really cool with this is just their ability to go in, find some of this great sourced whiskey and blend it together, and what we're creating is just this even a better whiskey in the glass right here. Just a great bourbon. So on the nose, woo, yeah, just this, it's rich, it's sweet, it's got this nice oak flavor, some vanilla notes are coming out.
Yeah, some butter, like buttery corn.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So there's this 15-year, we think it's Beam if you look at the mash bill. The 13-year appears to be a Barton, and the 10-year is that nice, what we call that wild turkey funk.
Yes. There's that little bit of funk in the back of the glass.
Oh, this is beautiful.
And really like a nuttiness flavor in there.
Absolutely.
Well, on the nose, right?
Yeah. Well, let's dive in,
Yeah.
brother. Cheers.
Ready.
Mm. Oh wow. Wow, that rich that rich butter note. It's sweet. That's delicious.
Rich depth, flavor. You know, just with all of those different blends in there, you can just kind of search for almost whatever you want.
Yeah. There is that nuttiness on the back, on that
Yeah.
finish, and it just,
I think it's a bean,
yeah.
maybe.
I feel like that's kind of what's coming through. That's fun. This is really, really good.
Yeah. You read all that stuff and you just want to pick through it. You can spend all day on this.
Absolutely. And you'll be able to try this as well as the Fusion. But the next one I kind of want to go into is this collaborative series.
Yes. So we got into this one. We couldn't wait.
Oh,
So
what I consider the collaborative series is just the best of both worlds. They take anything from Copper and Kings, Goodwood Brewing Company, and they take a source bourbon and they mash it with Copper and Kings sherry cask or Goodwood Brewing Company's maple ale that they've used. And for this here, for the Prisoner, they've taken a 10-year Tennessee whiskey and they've let it set for 18 months in the Prisoner wine cask, the wine barrels.
which is
French
a
oak.
long time. That's a long time.
Yeah,
That's
18 months.
And it shows in the flavor. It shows in the color. And this is the color of wine. I mean,
Yeah.
you go buy a bottle of wine and it looks this color. You buy
Yeah.
a red, right?
Yeah, that was fantastic. There was notes of that wine, that rich fruitiness that came in on the front,
Black cherry.
the black cherry,
Mm.
but then we were getting this walnut finish on the back.
Yeah, on the back, like the dryness from you eat some walnuts, you get that kind of dryness on the back of your tongue. Yeah.
But it was delicious.
Oh, fantastic.
Now,
and this one's harder to get too.
Yes.
This is a little more leaning towards the allocated.
Yeah, so this is only a one-time deal. Now we will have some of this available, but it's not something that it's not year round. So this is gonna be available, and then they move on to a different collaborative. So it's really exciting to see what's coming.
And
with
for them
Bardstown.
to offer this for a tasting, it just doesn't happen.
Yeah.
I mean, Indiana Liquor Group is like, yeah, let's let some people taste it. Most don't have to because they know it's going to sell. They know they don't have to, but they're going to let you taste it. And when can we taste this stuff?
Good question, Derek. So come out to our events. Sean McBride from Bardstown Bourbon Company is going to join us. And so if you have any questions about Bardstown Bourbon Company, he's going to be available. We're going to be available. Thursday, June 17th at Friendly Liquors from 5 to 7 will be available. Now, make sure you write this down because Friday, June 18th, we'll be at Noblesville Wine and Spirits in Anderson from 5:30 to 7:30. We'll be at Newcastle Noble Wine and Spirits on Thursday, June 24th from 5:30 to 7:30. And finally, we'll be Saturday, June 26th at Noblesville Noble Wine and Spirits from 1 to 3. Sean's going to be there with us. He's going to have a special giveaway where we'll be doing a tour for two at the Bardstown Bourbon Company Distillery. We'll have some hooded sweatshirts, some hoodies, some t-shirts, some hats. We'll have some cool swag. But you have the task of coming out to come here and try these wonderful bourbons from Bardstown Bourbon Company.
Yeah, and let us know what flavors you get from this stuff.
Absolutely.
We get apple vanilla, we get
Sweet oak.
Sweet oak, we get different stuff. Yeah, let us know what you think of them. We love to hear, we love to talk about it. That's what we do anyway.
Exactly.
Whenever we get an opportunity to, so.
What do I do if I didn't write it down?
Well, that's a good question, Mr. Cameraman. If you go to any Indiana Liquor Group store, ask to be a part of the VIP program, you'll be getting emails a little bit of ahead of time so that you'll know when we'll be doing these. You'll get a chance to see the videos. Also follow us on Instagram and Facebook and all the social medias.
Yeah.
We're there as well.
If you found this video, you're probably better than we are at this, and you can find your way to Indiana Liquor Group and these email chains and where to go, right?
That's exactly right. Thank you, Derek. Absolutely. And folks, come out, taste these, and let us know what you think. Cheers.
Cheers.